Basketball in Taiwan is so cool. We're a university basketball team. We're traveling to Taipei to play 2 professional teams this week. And both teams have former NBA players too. It's 7:30 right now. We get on the team bus to head to Taipei at noon. So before then we've got 8 a.m. lifting. Then we'll have a bit of time to come back here, get our stuff together, get ready. And we're staying in a hotel in Taipei tonight, and then we have our first game tomorrow morning.
What up, bud?
Hey! Good morning!
Damn, what the? Maybe this one just doesn't stick. Give me a good one. Give me a good one. I think that one's the issue.
It's just one for the video. We just finished morning lift. It was actually really light.
The rest of the team went to the temple.
The rest of the team did go to the temple.
It's kind of a cool place to look at, so.
Yeah, I was interested to include it on the vlog, to be honest. We're heading back to the house now, get some food, pack our stuff. We've got a couple hours before we have to head down and get on the team bus and off to Taipei.
Shan, where are you going, bud? Oh, you don't want to hang out with us?
You want me to stay here?
Nope. You, Chin.
What the? What do you mean?
Love you, Chin.
You like it? You prefer Taipei?
Yeah, Hue is, I think it's weather, right? Weather.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Then Taipei.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does it rain more here?
Yeah, Taipei is and Taipei is cold.
Okay. You keep saying it's cold. Yesterday at practice, you said we had to put our shirts on after practice because it was too cold, right?
Yeah. Yes.
It was like 25 degrees Celsius.
It
was 86 degrees.
That's not cold.
So you feel hot in the...
Yeah.
It does get colder in the winter, right?
I think the January and February will more cold.
How many degrees?
Maybe 20. But when you in the US, this is...
Oh, in Iowa? When I was a freshman, in the winter it was minus 40.
You said minus?
Minus 40.
Minus 40?
Yes.
Well, that was a post-nap grunt. This bed's pretty comfortable. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know if I'm going to vlog anything else tonight. I don't know what to say.
Well, we're going to go to another PX Mart.
Get you some Reese's peanut butter
Hopefully.
cups. Right.
Otherwise, I'm just going to have to get a taxi to that other PX Mart.
So tomorrow morning at 11 or 12, we have a game against the new Taipei Kings. They have 3 former NBA players on their roster, and a couple other Americans, I think. As I understand it, they also have one of Taiwan's best local players. He played in the CBA in China for a while too. But regardless of who we play, it's a cool experience for us as a university team to see where we are and to challenge ourselves against professional players. And then the next day we play the P-League defending champions, the Fubon Braves. I think they've won the championship in the P-League twice. They're considered the best team in Taiwan, so that's going to be another big challenge for us. But hopefully also good preparation leading into our season in the UBA. Oh, this is massive.
It's a good night out here, man. Very cool.
Well, Hart and I just kind of stepped out the hotel for a minute. We just went for a wander around this part of New Taipei just to see what's going on. And we found this stadium on the outside. They've just got hoops on the walls and people are just shooting around. It's really cool. But I'm telling you, Taiwanese basketball culture is just so different from the UK. I know I've said that so many times in the vlogs, but people care about and love basketball and it's ubiquitous.
I mean, especially in the US, there's people that they care about each specific sport in their own right, but here it seems there's a very specific culture around basketball, which is very cool to be around. especially since we're here to play basketball. My boy bought rolls and bananas as his walk-around food. Rolls and bananas. We stopped at the market.
Alright, we're gonna give this a go, Hart. What day is it?
I think it's Thursday. It's game day, baby!
Yes, sir. It's game day. The time is currently 9:05, I think. We're playing New Taipei Kings today, who are a professional team in the P League. I'm gonna eat some food, throw my stuff in my bag, and then probably catch up at the arena. Morning, Wade.
Morning, man.
You excited?
I'm excited.
Are you ready?
I'm ready too.
Let's go.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about... What don't you want to talk about, Hart?
Nothing. It was a good game.
It was a great game. Hart
game.
played really great defense, didn't get like dunked on or anything.
Several times.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I did not get not dunked on. Multiple, if at all.
I can't pretend I locked up my guy either.
Yeah. You almost got dunked on with me, so.
It was a good game today.
It was not that good.
amazing.
We sucked, but we are gonna improve.
But it was a good game in terms of being a great experience because we didn't know who New Taipei were going to play, and they actually just played their whole squad. So we played against 3 NBA dudes today, and the best local Taiwanese professional players too. And it was a great test for us. I think we started out all right. Actually, we came in with energy. We hit our shots. I think at the end of the first quarter, we were only down like 5. And then they kind of turned it up a notch for the rest of the game. We ended up getting blown out. But the number one highlight for me was they were really nice people too.
Yeah.
Just to talk to during the game, and they were amazing basketball players. So it was exciting to be able to soak that up, and it's made me more ready to play another professional team tomorrow and then 2 more next week. It was great preparation for us because obviously they're so much better than where we are now. And it's also just a cool life experience. So after the game, I was frustrated by how we played, but at the same time, I just had to take a moment to reflect just now that 99.9% of people have never and will never play a team that good. I also got to say, Byron Mullins is listed at 7 foot, and Hart is listed at 7 foot. And I'm putting in the picture in the vlog. Byron Mullins is about 3 inches taller than Hart. So we're just gonna go get some food now after the game, and then later tonight we'll be watching film on the game. See what we can improve on for tomorrow. So we've just arrived at the train station in Taipei after playing a game against... We played against the Taipei Fubon Braves today, the professional reigning champions in Taiwan, and it was another great experience. 2 of their imports played in the game against us, Mike Singletary and Chris Johnson. Again, everyone we played against today was really nice guys, and it was an amazing opportunity. Now we're at the train station. We're going to eat some dinner here and then head on a train to Yilan, which is another city in the north of Taiwan, to join the rest of our team who are playing in a college tournament. The biggest thing for me playing against these professional teams, and especially these American players, former NBA players, is I'm clearly not on their level, but I'm at a stage in my basketball playing life that I don't feel entirely like out of my depth being on the court with them. Like, I know I'm not as good as them, but I know I can.
There was is help.
Yeah, and you pressed help?
Yeah, I thought it was have water. So I not looking. This is no.
So we're at National Elan Senior High School right now. The guys are playing in a 4-day tournament. They're in the middle of playing 6 games in 4 days. Those of us that are playing in Taipei, well, most of us are resting because we've got another 2 pro games coming up on Monday and Tuesday. Mostly I'll be on the team bench, but I'll try and catch some video and put those highlights up now. After that, I'll sit down and I'll talk about the experience playing against those pro teams and those NBA players, because it's been an amazing experience and it's been a unique one and a unique challenge. But hopefully I can use that to motivate myself and use the things I've learned to get better for our season, but also hopefully the next time we get an opportunity to play teams of that caliber. I mean, we've got 2 more games next week, and of course I'm already thinking about the things I could have done better and what I need to do against that level of competition. But there's some things you definitely need to get in the gym for. So I'm excited to see the team play today, and then get focused up for tomorrow. So we're back in Hue now. It was a long road trip and trying to get some rest tonight, but we do have another 2 pro games coming up tomorrow against Kaohsiung and then on Tuesday against Formosa Dreamers. After these games, I thought it was a good time to just sit down and talk about the experience of playing against, not only against these professional teams, but I guess more specifically against these former NBA players, because I've played a lot of great players. I know I'm young, but I've seen a lot of professional guys, but playing against a pro team in its entirety and then also with players of an NBA caliber is a different experience. I want to compare it to when I was in college, because I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to play against all levels when I was in the States. Played against Christian colleges and NAIA schools and D3 schools and D2 schools, but we got to play a D1 school my sophomore year against University of Northern Iowa, and they were a good team that year. I think they were ranked at a certain point and they made the national tournament, so they were a good Division 1 team. And what struck me most about the difference between the Division III players that we were playing against night in and night out and the D1 guys was, obviously everyone who plays college basketball is super talented and you have to be the best of the best to even make it to Division 1. But what stood out being on the court in that environment was that they were just bigger, faster and stronger at every position. I thought we had a great group. We actually had a competitive game when we went up and played them. I remember distinctly because we outscored them in the second half. And I played a good game that game. Of course I remember my stat line. I had 12 points and 4 rebounds. You know, the difference was the guys you were guarding were, you know, at my position 6'8" with guard skills. Their point guard was 6'4". I think he just signed a 2-way contract in the NBA actually. But it's the physicality that really strikes you, and I think that's the same whenever you move up a level in basketball. And I got that sense tenfold playing against these former NBA guys. And even if you only played 1 season or 2 seasons or 5 seasons in the NBA, you're still at a certain point one of the best 400 to 500 players in the world to even make the roster. And so you expect, or I expected, that they would be extremely talented and skilled at what they do, and they were. But I guess what you forget about is that the gap physically is huge. And on one hand, I don't want to sound arrogant, and on the other hand, I don't want to discredit all the hard work I know I put in over the years. I know I'm a great shooter. I know I can finish around the rim. Being on the defensive end against dudes who are not only more skilled and more experienced than you will ever be, but they're also another step up physically from even the best D1 college guys. Thinking on the first game when we played the new Taipei Kings, I mean, Hart's a big guy. He's a 7-footer, so he's in the top 0.00001% in terms of height in the world. I mean, Byron Mullins made Hart look like a kid in terms of just his size, and Dewan Summers made me look like a kid. And that's such a small group of people that to be able to be a member of a club that's already genetically so unique, and then also to be the best at your craft regardless of your size. You're a better shooter, you have a higher basketball IQ, you are better at finishing, you've played against better talent, you're more experienced, and the moves that you have, that you go to and you know work. And see on that as well, their reads were like this. As soon as they get the ball in the post, they know where I am and what they can do against that. They know where their help is, and they make their move like a half-second quicker. I guess part of the reason why the size struck me so much and is staying with me is because the guys that we played were forwards and bigs. Having seen that and played against that, physically I know I need to get stronger if I want to compete against those guys on a consistent basis, because that's my goal, is to play professional basketball. And I'm gonna have to guard those guys honestly and earnestly. Like, I'm 6'6" and weigh 95, 100 kilos, 210, 220 pounds. So I know I'm a big guy, but I'm still not strong enough and big enough for that level, and that's something that really stands out to me in my mind, I guess, from this experience. Maybe this doesn't answer the question that people watching would have about what's it like to play an NBA guy. It's just like, they're not going to miss a shot if they're open. They're not going to miss a read for the most part, against competition of our level, definitely. And I thought I did a good job hanging. Like, I did what I could to be as physical and bring it to them, and I know like I wasn't just a walkover for them. So I'm excited to continue playing these teams. I'm very thankful to the coach and the team and the sponsors for making these kinds of games possible. I'm not taking the opportunity for granted. I don't know how many college kids get this chance in Taiwan or anywhere else to play against competition of this caliber and continue to build on it every day. Because we're in the middle of playing 4 pro teams in 6 days, and coaches already added more pro games to the schedule. So I'm just trying to make the most of and learn from each opportunity. And I think I've been playing better with each game. I had a lot of options about where I was going to play this season. Whether it was in the UK or another year of college in the US or here in Taiwan. If nothing else, this whole experience has been worth it just off of the last couple games, because I don't know if there was anywhere else I could go where I'd be playing this caliber of opponent and having such a large opportunity too, because it's not like I'm a guy who's getting on at the end of the game and playing at garbage time minutes when no one cares. I've been playing 35 to 40 minutes in all of these games, so it's trial by fire, and I really, again, I'm not trying to take it for granted. I'm trying to appreciate every moment of that at the same time. But so yeah, we play Kaohsiung Steelers tomorrow. I'm excited for another game, and then Formation Dreamers the day after that. And again, make the most of the opportunity, because this is an opportunity.